Okay. Say hello, my friend, and hello. Like today, I'm with my friend Carly, Uncle, and Carly, Kathy. Yes, and I'm going to show them how to make it at home. It's so easy to do, so that's why. You can ask me questions while I'm doing. And you just need one cabbage because you at home you just need a small one. You don't have maybe a lot, and you just need one cabbage, right? And you took away few of the layer outside and rinses and use this later. Okay, look at this right here. And now we chop up. Very easy and very simple. You don't have to wait to buy the expensive stuff to do. You need a bowl, right? It's just for mixing the stuff. So you just now I just use this one. Okay, chop, chop, chop. You can chop large or small. Okay, and you can use something to. So I just use this one. Whatever you have, you don't have to wait until you buy something like suitable to do. Okay, you can go to close right here so people can see. Okay, and chop. Very simple. You don't have to buy. You don't have to. There is so many different types of SauerKraut, and you can add in some garlic, or some people can add in some of the spicy on. But this one is the most simple one. You just use cabbage and sauce and no sugar at all. You don't have to use anything. The reason why you that's our ancestor, like SauerKraut is from Germany, and it's very popular in East Europe. Yeah. So it's been traditional, like it's been from ancient time. People already use that because at that time people don't have a refrigerator like us today, and on the season where a lot of they harvesting a lot and they don't know how to do, so they use this way to reserve it. To reserve. They should have to reserve the vegetable for the winter use. And the reason why they can reserve it because they use a natural fermentation. Like when from the fermentation, they have the lactobacillus. Okay, that's usually in they already natural have some lactobacillus inside here. But for me, I just want to make sure that they have more like certain.
Few points of extra.
Yes, like more popular of the lactobacillus I want. So I adding some of the capsule of lactobacillus. And I put it right here. So to make it more variety of the bacillus I want to. In the ancient time, people do that way, and they use a natural fermentation to keep it because after they ferment it, the content of lactic acids they become very strong, and they become natural preservative. And if you don't touch it, the content of acid is very strong, so they become natural preservative. They can keep it for many years.
Wow!
And that's just how our ancestor does. Yeah.
How much salt should we put?
Because you just use your taste. You know, just don't too much. I think about 1 tablespoon for 1 pound. About that. And don't put too much. And so you just use this.
What is the purpose of pounding the cabbage?
The pound is you need some more of the juices outside and make it soften, so you can because we have to provide the environment like anaerobic environment. This means no air for lactobacillus grow, because if it grow on the air, there is some certain microbes just like yeast and fungus will grow, and they become totally different fermentation. And for this one, we want to do lacto fermentation, and lactobacillus they grow in anaerobic environment. So the purpose of this, we have to pound it out and we have to push it inside the jar and create an environment where they for lactobacillus grow. So you can buy lactobacillus. You can buy that. The day I found this, it happened to me because one time I had a health problem and I want to try, and people say SauerKraut is good, and I buy canned SauerKraut, and it's just they don't have the value of like traditional because people tell me, oh, traditional medicine and some the SauerKraut good, and then I buy canned SauerKraut and I don't see the result. And that's why I wonder why it's so different. And then further study, and I know and I understand more that's the difference between the natural homemade fermentation and the one in the store bought, because the store bought they have to do something of fertilization, pasteurization, because it's a law of FDA, and you have to do
it
that.
has to be pasteurized.
So they kill a lot of bacteria. So that's why you don't feel the difference. You feel the benefit of good bacteria is not anymore. Yeah, but there is a warning. I say to people there is a warning, because if you are the first time your body not get you with a fermented food, don't try it right away. Don't eat it raw right away. It's very dangerous. So it's not. So that is the reason why most of the product, the SauerKraut on the market, they have to be pasteurized. So it's for the that's the law. So and so that's why I say I teach you to make it at home. To make sure that you know that you make it, but be careful, because some people, it's not, they are good, but it's not when your body is very sick, or you have a leaky gut, or you have very low stomach acids. It's not the idea to eat it raw right away. So the best way that I have this very good recipe from the internet on my Facebook, and they use SauerKraut. It's so good. So you can cook a lot of food. I think because at that time in the winter and people don't have anything to eat, right? So they just eat SauerKraut, and they create a lot of recipe for SauerKraut in the slow cook, and they cook but at that time they use the real fermented vegetable. And so if you make it at home, so make sure don't eat it raw right away if you not get used with it. So you can cook. You can use the recipe.
You can cook the SauerKraut.
Yeah, you cook SauerKraut. It's better. It's very hard to taste.
But does it have to be under a certain temperature, so you don't kill the bacteria?
No. Actually, when you cook, you will kill all of them. But the value of SauerKraut, the value of cabbage after they fermented, they totally different. They have much more value than before they fermented, because the bacteria, like the lactobacillus bacteria, after they fermented, they eating on the cellular fiber, and they cutting down the cellular fiber, become soluble fiber for human consumption, and also they produce a lot of the vitamins, especially vitamin K. K2. Vitamin K1, they have it in mostly the green vegetable, but vitamin K2 have to be produced by bacteria. And the value of after you ferment it, you create a much more value of the cabbage. So after they eat that, so they eat
It's more
they're
nutritional.
making more nutrition. They're making more amino acids in there, and they're making more vitamins, especially folic acids, vitamin B and vitamin B12, and vitamin K2. That's very expensive. Like if you buy the vitamin K2 on the market, right?
Yeah.
So this is perfect. And even you cook it, it still have the value. The vitamins
the
still
vitamins,
there.
yeah.
That you cook with slow cook, vitamins still there, and amino acids still there. There is a research, like as in my Western University, and my fellow doing that, and they do the research. They testing the microbe of koala. Yeah.
A koala.
Yeah, the koala, the one they just eat only one thing, eucalyptus leaf.
Eucalyptus, yeah.
But they still have fat, they still have muscle and everything. So they checking out what in the microbe, what microbe is in the gut, so they can digest everything.
Yeah.
So my theory is why some people can eat vegetable. They fully 100% vegan. It's okay for them, but some people they can't. So so the scientists also like testing out the theory, because some people they just happen they grow up with the natural like microbe in the gut, and not we a human can digesting the cellular, but the microbe in our gut can digest the cellular, and so they can break out the cellular fiber. They can, and so they release all the nutrition inside, and they make it so big nutrition. And they make in amino acid and fatty acids. So some people like totally they don't eat any fat, they don't eat anything, they don't eat any meat, but they still okay. But some people they can't. So it's been about the microbe.
Basically, about happening in their gut.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So that's so you have to check it. If you feel okay to eat vegan, it's okay. And if you don't, maybe you need to have a strategy to inoculate the microbe inside, and this will be the good way to inoculate the new bacteria. And people say the question to Ali, how much you should I eat? Because people asking why I taking probiotic it doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because the probiotic they need the fiber. They need some of the they call it the probiotics, some of the fiber for them to grow.
Right. Okay.
And if you eat you taking
if you take the pills, you're not having any fiber with that.
You don't have any fiber with that, and so even that they don't stay in our bodies. Every day you go to toilets and they will go away. And even when we eat the fiber like this, right? And so every time we go, and then that is amazing. They go to our large intestine, and then they ferment it, and they become the pokey, and then all of the nutrition they attract back from large intestine, and they become the pokey, and then we go up. And so we have to eat constantly to eat that.
Yeah,
provide like actually every day. It's not like you eat one and then we wait forever, right? See, they still have more space in here.
Right.
So maybe
you want to make more?
Yeah, no,
cut more?
we just tried it for today, just one. Okay.
So how long do you have to leave?
The create, okay, like you see, you have to create the environment inside. So you have to press it out as much as possible.
To
Yeah.
be sure the air is
Yes.
compressing.
And, compressing is very strong, and you have to prepare some the space in here, because when it's fermented, you will see a lot of water come out, because they cut the fermentation, they cut out a lot of fiber, and they become like water and air and cardboards. So you will see the water come out. Now you don't see that much water. But
do you keep the water, or you have to drain
it's
the
a
water?
very delicious juice.
Okay.
You can drink that. Yeah. You see it. You just look at it. You don't see more water in here, but soon you will see.
Yeah.
Soon you will see a lot. And now the trick is now you use this one. How to keep it immersed in water? I use the large one in here. Okay, the last one, and you put it up here.
So you sealed it.
Yeah, you seal it. Yeah, that is the trick in how to keep this immersion water. You okay, and then you use something
To weight it.
to weight it down. Yeah, to make sure that's.
Wow.
Oh, I see.
So,
You should have the higher. Oh, we have to add some more
cabbage.
some more cabbage in here. Yeah, maybe we should add some more cabbage.
So
Because
how long
that's the drain. That's the drain. You have to use something
pressure?
to weigh it down.
Yeah, to
weigh it
increase
down
the
why
pressure.
why it's so because it's I add a little bit more.
So how long do you have to keep the sauerkraut in the jar like that?
The jar because it's
Before it
fermented
can
and
be
it
eaten.
depend on the weather.
Uh-huh.
For some like if the weather is hot, they will ferment it very fast. But if the weather is so cold, so it's slower. So you depend on the weather. But usually they about 3 days or between 3 days or 7 days, and after that you keep it in your fridge.
Okay, so you have to leave it out in the open space,
Yes,
room temperature.
Actually, usually you can put it under the oven or somewhere like
Less air.
not to the sun, not exposed to the sun. Because, like imagine just like inside your ancestor, and they have to have the warm temperature for them to grow.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. But more sauce. So because at home we making the jar like this, right? So we just and so don't you think it's so easy, like Kathy?
Yeah, very easy.
Yeah, very easy.
It's easier than I expected it would be.
Yeah, it's surprisingly so easy.
Right.
The key is you have to provide it very like anaerobic, like it means completely no air. That's
Right.
the term is
So you would want
anaerobic condition.
like a container like what you have there.
Yeah, you can use whatever container you have at home. Don't have to buy
airtight,
have to buy exactly like this.
Yeah.
You can
But when
buy.
you put the lid on it, what
Yes.
about the air that's already in there? What happens?
Because so that's what I say. You have to some space on the top, not some space, and I use the cup to put it down. So that's so the key of success fermentation is you have to provide the completely the anaerobic environment. So that's why you have to crease it up, and then of course at home you can use your hand, but I use a glove.
Yeah.
See, that's here. See, you see, you have to pound as strong as much as possible. Some people they use the salt brine to immersion.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that. But for me, I don't want to use this. I just use the juice and
The natural juice from the cabbage.
yes, that juice in the cabbage and you pound it out as much as possible. The more you pound it out, you have a very crunchy sauerkraut. So the Kathy, did you testing between the home Kathy? Yeah, Kathy. Yes. You tasting something between the homemade and the what's the taste difference?
Yeah, the taste between the homemade and the store bought. The homemade is much more flavorful.
More flavor.
Yeah,
Because-
less tangy. The store bought was had a
Yes.
pungent vinegary
Yes.
flavor.
Yeah, because the one on the markets they have to use the vinegar, and somehow they have to use sterilizers. But But this one, after you ferment it, right? After it's a certain, because they were fermented by like about so many different kind of bacteria, and even like after they've already fermented that and sterilized, they still do very slow fermentation. It's still keeping like fermented. It's even like for, so that's why some of the sauerkraut, a natural homemade sauerkraut, then they taste much better in 2 years. And so that's why I never let it sit for 2 years. But
2 years.
yeah. So because they still keep continue fermenting stuff. And so that is a new science, and people study that. But in the market right now, people in the law, you have to record this to pasteurize it to make sure for safety, because you never know. Some people, they already have, after just taking antibiotics, and then the body just like very quick, and then they take your sauerkraut and they have the program and they can sue you, right?
Yeah.
So that's why people have to be sterilized.
Yeah.
But if you make it at home, you know what you make, and then you
exactly.
feel safety to eat by yourself. Okay, now here, so see, you see a lot of water coming.
Wow, a lot of
See,
juice.
a lot of juice come out already, right?
Wow.
And
it's amazing.
and you have to put some space in here for them to grow.
For the water too.
For and then especially when it's fermented, the air will come out, and they make the water to escape as well. So get some spaces in here, and I use this to and create the environment for anaerobic. I mean, you have to push it down, everything immersion in water.
So when you take sauerkraut and your body feel sort of like some discomfort, right? What do you do?
If you feel like that, you just take more water, and then the first time you eat, don't eat it raw. Cook it.
Okay.
Okay, I see. Put in the soup.
Yes, cook in the soup for the first time. Yeah, don't cook it, because I experienced with that a really bad one. So one time I eat when my body was so weak after the treatment of antibiotics, and so people say, okay, kimchi is good. Oh my God, I eat kimchi and I have so serious vomiting. Yeah, it's so severe. So yeah, you can go to my YouTube and see my interview with Dr. Jason Colley, and I asked him about why it's happened, and so he explained that somehow your body weak and that. Okay, now
so it's
you
done.
can do it like that. It's done, and okay, sure. You put this underneath and here, because somehow when they fermented, the water will split out, and then
I
so
see.
make sure you put it something.
I see.
Okay. So you think it's so easy, right?
Yeah,
you put it
very
at home,
easy.
and you just use like whatever you have it at home.
Yeah.
For this one,
Where do you get that? How many strands should we buy?
and me, because I put about 30 strain of that. So I developing this product for that, but for now. But if you don't, you just use because it's in natural. They also help. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
you.